Good morning.
Like the furnace or something, say, hey, this thing's been, I want to talk to the previous owner about this. Guarantee you. But I almost did. I was gonna take it before I could.
That's funny because Dustin was saying.
I should tell you.
Just saying.
George,
You know, it's really
never here.
that stuff's really good.
Well, he said, I'm not sure.
About it.
Or I should have said, because I put pressure on him, I should have said, he's building. Put it on George's tab. I should have said, is it not working?
It's not working, and I had it up.
Time to go.
Now it says no internet.
Jeffy,
We'll help
Joe.
get it, okay. We'll help so you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, if you would all, please stand. Good morning. My name is Jeff Gross. I'll be the presiding officer today because the mayor is absent. Let's start with the pledge. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No. Again. I had it up.
We're having some technical difficulties, so.
George, is
Lynn sabotaged me. Yeah.
Just click double click and it comes up.
Yeah.
So when it comes up, it's easy. You can blow it up here. See that little button there?
Yeah.
You double click.
All right.
And then when you're done, you can out and then it'll come back. You can X out of what you're looking at. It's very different from what you use.
Yeah.
So I'll try to help you too.
All
But
right.
I think it'll work.
Sounds good. Did you have anything with the minutes?
Okay, thank you for your patience. I think we're in good shape here. First thing on the agenda is the minutes. George, any concerns there?
Didn't see anything on there. So if you're okay, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from 9:16 as presented.
I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it, Lynn. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oral and written communication, there's a report here. Anything need to be done? It's,
It's
I don't-
the adjustment report from Wastewater Payment Office.
okay. So it's just for the record.
Yep.
An item on the agenda. So we'll move past that. We'll go to new business. Street Department. Dustin, thank you.
Good morning. So this is just getting the board's permission to request or solicit sealed bids for on-road diesel, off-road diesel, and ethanol-free gasoline for 2023 calendar year. This will probably land, by the time we put the advertisement and stuff out, this will probably land the first, where the bids will be open, the first Board of Works meeting in November.
November. George, you
All right, good to do now, so I'll make a motion to approve of that solicitation of bids.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Thanks, Dustin.
Thank you.
And another street item here. Is this you or, oh, no. Okay, thank you. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
What are we looking at here?
Our annual block party for Park Ridge
Park
Subdivision.
Ridge. October 22nd,
Yes.
6 PM to 9:30. Road closure would be from 4 PM to 9:30. Police and fire, any concerns with this? You good, neighborhood? Okay. Chief, you good?
Cul-de-sac, so
Yeah.
it's down at the end.
Yeah.
Have you done this before?
We typically have it on Laurelwood. We're moving it because the homeowner that was previously hosting it no longer wants to do it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll make the motion, we approve of it.
Second, any other comments? Good. Thank you, all right.
Thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it, good. Next item, Pam. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Okay, as you know, the Warsaw Housing Authority manages the home of your own files, correct? That Housing for Hope does the rehabs. They did 2 rehabs. I audited the files and the mortgages were incorrect. So I wanted to unfile what they filed and release those 2, and I've met with the homeowners and redone the paperwork. So since Joe isn't here, if you would just vote that this passes, then I will bring him to him to sign later. Because I already prepared him with his name on it.
So your request is that we approve?
To
of
release
this?
the 2 mortgages because I'm refiling new ones that are correct.
Okay.
If you get one word wrong in like a legal description, it isn't any good. So,
Okay, I'm good with that. I'll move, we approve.
I'll second that. Anything else? You good? All right, all those in
Okay.
favor say aye.
Aye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And that would be the item, the 2 that she did present, okay? Lynn, did you get that? The 2 of them?
Yes, but I was
Releasing?
gonna have her speak with Stacy to make plans for Joe.
Okay. And then Lynn, the action though on that motion was with George, was both items 3 and 4 on the agenda.
Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the next item. I'm not sure who's, interlocal agreement, cooperation agreement?
So I can speak
Okay,
about that.
thank you.
I was contacted by the legal department for the Tippy Chapman Regional Sewer District, and we have an interlocal agreement with them, as you know. We're going to be providing the sewer service to them, and the USDA wanted a couple additional lines in there from our previous agreement that we'd entered into them from the local agreement. And so I've looked it over. It's exactly the intent of our previous interlocal agreement, but it has an additional couple sentences that the U.S. Department of Agriculture required to be in this agreement. So I recommend that you approve the interlocal agreement. It's in all ways the same as what was previously appealed. It just has some additional language that the USDA wanted in it.
So it's 27 pages.
Well, yeah, where is that
Yeah.
additional, or what changed?
I'm looking for
Because on the
it.
agenda, it says 1C, so I don't know if that's what it,
Yeah.
if it's like this 1C here, or what it referred to.
Basically, it was a pledge that part of, as I recall, and this was from dealing with him, I don't see it in here exactly, I can look, but part of their agreement with the USDA was the pledge by the city of Warsaw that they would pledge that they would treat their sewage, and that would be part of the interlocal agreement, was they wanted a pledge from the city of Warsaw that they would treat the sewage as part of the deal for the USDA releasing the money. There it is, number 11, that's what it was, paragraph 11. That is new, that was not previously in there, and I don't have any problems with.
All right. No, I'm okay. All right. Okay. Based on your advice, Scott, I'll recommend we approve the cooperation agreement as presented, the amended one.
I'll second that. Any further comments? We good? All right, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Ayes have it.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you. Justin?
Yeah, so I'm just filling in for Jeremy today, but today I have a couple items from the Community and Economic Development Department. First item is Pay App 31, and this is for the Anchorage Red Project, the preliminary engineering services. So based on the number, you've seen quite a few of these already. This pay app is in the amount of $8,211.15.
I'll move to approve of that.
I'll
Yeah.
second that. Any further comments, Justin? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, Lynn. Thank you. And we have another one.
So
Justin?
the second item is for that same project, the Anchorage Road Project. We're having to acquire some additional right-of-way for that road expansion. So this pay app is for, pay app 11 for right-of-way services related to that NDOT project. And again, this is that 80-20 NDOT match, as with the previous.
2067-27,
Correct.
right? Okay.
I'll move to approve.
Second that. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Thank you, yes, thank you. Travel requests.
The travel request was for, there were 4 of our firemen that were going out to look at a new engine. Is that right, Chief? And then the other is from the wastewater department. It says street, but that's wastewater department.
That's, where is that, Snyder, where? Is that, where's the location for the fire department? It's
That
only
was out in
Nebraska, and it's only $250 for,
Yeah,
how's
so
that work?
this is a pre-con in the contract of the Spartan. We're kind of at the whim of when they buy the plane tickets and hotels, and they just kind of called us and said, hey, this is when you need to be here. It's part of our, it's wrapped in the price of the truck. They're gonna do it a few more times this year. We just didn't have time to bring it to the territory board first, or you guys first. We just got the mayor's approval to get it done and then present it at this meeting. We did talk with them, and because they work with so many different municipalities, we're assuming they understand the processes to give us a little bit more time. So this isn't a continuation of going there and having to present it after the fact.
Okay.
I'd asked him about that, and he explained that
Okay.
he did tell him that time, he needs a little more heads up next time, so.
Okay.
And then the other.
Scott, you're okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, good, thanks. Then you did mention the other two, street department, right?
That's actually the wastewater department. I'm not sure
Wastewater.
why it says street department there, but
Okay.
Jeff and Tom.
Okay. George, you good with
Well,
those?
with that corrected, I'll make a motion that we approve the travel requests as presented.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thanks. And then we have a new hire report.
New hire report, there's no new hires, it's just, we have 3 promotions and then 1 position change. Street department has promoted 2 of their operators to department supervisors. They will be supervising the different projects that Dustin and his team have going on. And then Ray Scott out at the airport, he's being promoted to line supervisor to backfill Kenton King, who just retired. And then Matthew Trump is just a position change. It's the only thing that changed.
So 4 total. Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve the new hire and change report.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thanks.
Fire department. Chief.
Good morning. This first MOU is between the county with the new towers, the whole radio system itself, and the city of Warsaw. And it's just stating that we agree upon the direction, guidance, and plan set forth by the committee and county commissioners. It states the terms and conditions, respective intentions and agreements and expectations. Mr. Rock was going to be here to answer any in-depth question, but he couldn't make it.
Okay.
But we did have this approved through our territory board on 10-4. And basically, the commissioners own the system. We're going to operate under the guidelines that they set forth. We have representatives from the fire department, our police department, sheriff's department on that committee board, so it is kind of like a unified decision. Some of the terms is that the county did pay for the majority of these radios, but the different municipalities or jurisdictions are going to be responsible for maintaining them. Nothing on the towers, but like our portables and mobile radios in our trucks. That would be our responsibility to make sure that they're functioning.
Scott, you good with this?
Yes.
Fire, okay.
It's board, and it's board approved by the fire territory on the 4th of October. Yeah, so I'll make a motion that we approve the memorandum of understanding as presented.
I'll second that. Any further comments, Chief? Good?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Good.
all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, ayes have it, thank you. All right, we have another one here.
Yes, this is also an MOU for the city of Warsaw and the county, basically to put equipment on our tower at Station 1. And I reached out to Joel Schilling, who is our representative on the committee, just for a little excerpt on better explanation. And this is what he said. There will be an MOU between the city and county for the county to put equipment on the tower at Station 1. This equipment is needed on our tower as a backup for the new county system. They currently have a fiber connection link from dispatch, Justice Building, to the center tower that is located at the county highway. If for some reason the fiber were to get cut, the equipment were installed would be used as a backup, so we would still have vital communications. From what we understand, the courthouse would block the signal if the county were to put it on the tower, or put the tower on the Justice Building. This is why they're asking for it to go on to Station 1. The equipment will not interrupt anything that we currently have on our tower, and we see no problems or issues with this equipment asking to be installed. I recommend that we grant the county to put this equipment on our tower, as it will benefit us as well as the other public safety agencies.
And this is the Main Street or Center Street, which one? is
Main
it?
Street.
Main, over here, okay. Scott, you
And in
good?
the terms, it's a 50-year deal.
I'll move we approve.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, ayes have it, thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
Next item is from the mayor's office. Thanks, Stacy.
Yes, in the past, we've worked with 212 Media Studios for our social media management. They were owned by two partners. One of those partners decided to retire. So with that retirement, they dissolved 212, and the remaining owner has formed Orange Marketing Group. We would like to enter into this new agreement with Orange Marketing Group. The amounts are the same, the people working on our accounts are the same, everything is the same. They just made that transition because of that retirement and change in the business. So this would end our current contract with 212, and this would take over moving forward.
So Orange Marketing Group, $1,000 a month you pay for the $12,000 annually.
Yes, 600 of that is the management, scheduling posts, responding to posts, all of that side of it. 400 of it is for the boosting, which is creating ads, making your posts more visible. It's difficult for us to do that as a city, and so we utilize them as our conduit for that.
Are they in the same physical location?
I think so, as far as I know, yeah.
Okay. I thought
Yeah.
you said-
Most things are staying the same. The name is
Yeah.
changing.
I'll move we approve of this. That's what we do.
I'll second that motion. Anything else, Stacy? Good?
Nope.
Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, ayes have it. Then, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Police Department, Chief? Good to see you, Chief.
Yeah, so the police department would like to move forward with a contractual agreement with Lane Sumner, our police chaplain. In doing so, the agreement is set for the remainder of this year, effective October 1st, through all of 2023. So it'd be 15 months in the amount of $1,000 per month, which would be 5 installments. Lane has been our police chaplain for the last decade. He's provided service to our officers through a number of crisis, I guess. He's been there through multiple funerals, but he rides with our officers. He's provided numerous counseling sessions, and has just become a part of our department. So, working with the mayor, it was, I'm pleased to be able to present this to you as at least a form of compensation for Lane Sumner and his services. Obviously, we're not going to be able to go back and pay him for past services, but certainly moving forward. What Lane has agreed to is basically to provide just a very, use the right term, just a basic quarterly report, just containing a summary, nothing of detail, just to me to establish, the hours that he's working. We can always come back at the end of 2023 and see if the need is greater, but we're comfortable with this dollar amount to comp him for at least his time and certainly the use of his vehicle and personal uses.
15-month contract, $250 a week, $1,000 a month, and then I see the payments you'll make. Yeah, this is really good. So appropriate.
Yeah.
George, anything?
No, looks good to me. Sounds like a.
And Scott's had a chance to look over this as well.
Yeah, we met with
Okay.
Mr. Sumner, and I think he's doing a great job from
Yeah.
everybody. And I think it's necessary for what these officers go through sometimes.
Well, it formalizes it too.
Yeah.
There's now a contract, relationship, and serious business what they're doing here, so.
Yeah, I'll move to approve the agreement.
I'll second. Anything else, Chief?
No, thank you.
Okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dustin? Thank you.
Got a couple of them here. So, July 1st, we ran through the board for the replacement purchase of the decorative lights downtown. We're now requesting, we just got a build date and a ship date on those. So, just requesting permission to solicit some sealed bid quotes on the installation of these lights, decorative light poles downtown. I believe there's 53 of them. Funding for this project has been set aside through the American Rescue Plan for this. We believe depending on how it goes with the installation and stuff, we could be in that range where we've reached that 100 to 150,000 or over. So going the whole advertised and sealed bid process is, I think, our best interest there.
Scott, you good? Right,
Yes.
This is the right approach. Okay.
Yeah. I'll move to approve.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Dustin. You got another one here?
Yes, so requesting the board's permission to get some sealed quotes for 2 pickup trucks. These trucks will be replacing a 2008 Ford F-250 and a 2009 Chevy 2500 that we have. We do have these funds available in our Main Street department budget there, so we'll solicit at least 3 bids from known local dealers and stuff for this.
George?
What's the approximate mileage, just out of curiosity?
What's that?
What's the approximate mileage on those trucks, the aging?
The ones that we are trading in?
Yeah.
One's at like 120,000, the other one's right at about 110. So we've got some use out of them.
No problems?
No.
I'll move we approve proceeding with getting the bids as per their request.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it.
Third one here is the NDOT sweeping contract. The city NDOT sends over a contract to have us sweep with our street sweepers, State Road 15 and areas of State Road 25 that are in corporate city limits. So we've done this for years. They got a little late. They actually just got us the contract, which included last year. So there will be 2 bills on here in March. We usually send it out in March. Something we do on a regular basis. They require us to do it at least twice a year. We probably sweep it, once a month, just for the fact that both those highways run through the heart of our town. So we'd like to keep them clean anyway. So just a kind of review of that and asking for your approval so we can send it back with the state, and then the clerk's office will bill in the spring for
So
this.
do it about once a month, and about, it's $1,400 they're offering to assist with what we're doing.
With the fuel and time and stuff of that generation. When I say once a month, it's not we're specifically going out to just do that.
Right.
But I'm getting to other areas of the town. The guys aren't gonna, I'm gonna pick up my broom because I'm on a
Okay.
state road, right now. To get to where they're going, we just have them sweep, as they're going.
Okay. Scott, you're good with this?
Yes.
Agreement? George?
I am, if Scott is. So I'll make a motion, we accept the agreement.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thanks, Dustin. You made one more?
Yeah, the next one is more of a report. I don't know if it really requires any action, but Scott can advise on that. But every year we've been going into what we call the state bid for salt. So the state of Indiana, through the Indiana Department of Administration, sends us an invitation through One Indiana to participate in the statewide bid to buy our rock salt for winter. So in March, we turned in our bid, or what our quantity of 1,800 tons of untreated road salt. With that, you can go 20% over or 20% under, but it gives you a better price when we're going and joining all the other municipalities in the state of Indiana. So the price came in with a new vendor this year. Well, we've used them in the past, but new compared to last year. With Cargill will be our vendor, and the price will be $69.14 a ton delivered to us. So thought that we was very happy, very pleased to see that price. Last year we were paying $68.10. So with the fuel surcharge, shortage of drivers, everything else to only go up $1.04 was extremely reasonable.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Well, with unanimous consent, I would, just because there's money in here, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think we need to take any action on this.
I would
think
just
it's
consider
report.
it is read with unanimous. If there are no objections, I would like to, it's been read at the board works. It's a 53-page document. So if there's no objections, just that it's been presented, no action, but has been presented to our board. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
No objections. Okay, thank you, Dustin, for presenting that
You bet.
53-page
Thank you.
report to the Board of Works. Thank you. Stormwater, Brian?
The first stormwater is the G&G Center Lake project. It's basically complete. This is a release of the retainage. Also, there will be a final change order for a few of the quantities discrepancies, and then a final bill probably at the next Board of Works or early November. This is completed work essentially down there at Center Lake.
Aaron, we have your memo. You good?
Yeah, absolutely. It's up there. Everybody's, Gigi's been so busy, it's a little slow getting all of that together, is all, but that work's been done for a while. It was a very successful project for all intents so far.
I'll move we approve the pay app.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you. And then you have another one, Brian?
Yeah, this is another stormwater project out there at Country Club Lane. Once again, this project is nearing completion. We kind of did a final walkthrough Wednesday, I believe it was. So at this point, after this pay app, we'll have retainage and then any other final price adjustments that need to be made. But this is a pretty good chunk of the project here.
Really looks nice out there, a lot of compliments on it. It appears to be working as we hope, right?
Yeah, well,
Aaron,
haven't seen the big rains to really check it yet, but
Yeah.
Aaron, thanks again for your memo, and you're good. Thank you, sir.
I'll move we approve the pay app.
Second? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it, thank you. And Brian, another one?
the next one is wastewater project for a 200 South sewer expansion and a pump station. Working with Jeremy on this. There's a few new housing developments looking to go in down there. And so we awarded, what's the proper term here?
We agreed to award.
Yeah, we agreed to award it. We had the openings and reviewed the documents, and then we've notice of award, and this is signing of the contract for that.
So you're wanting the Board of Works to accept this agreement? Is that the action that you need?
Yes.
That is true, yes.
That's correct. Scott, you've looked at the 19, you're good
Yes.
with
And
this one?
the notice to proceed orders also.
And notice to proceed. You want to make a motion or so move?
Yeah, so move on that with the motion to proceed to.
Lynn, you good with that motion?
That's perfect.
Okay, Brian, any other comments? We good? All right, I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you.
The next one is with Norfolk Southern Railway. We are crossing the railroad down there, and it's not at a public intersection, so we have to pay for an easement to cross their railway. We have, with the help of Westler Engineering, and Aaron's been involved, we've argued and argued with them, trying to get this fee waived, saying it is a public crossing because we're a public entity, but that's not how they view this crossing. And at this point, we don't really see another way to move forward other than paying the fee the railroad wants. So we're essentially buying an easement with this.
How far down is that when you go under a rail line? How's that gonna work? Am I even asking a question?
I'm sorry.
The
How does
depth,
that work? Yeah.
the biggest thing is not necessarily the depth, but you have to put in a casing pipe. So you put a pipe and then you run your pipe through that
Okay.
pipe, but
Yeah, they had very high level of standard requirements.
Yeah.
If you want to put a pipeline.
I just was fishing. I'd wonder what that looked like. Yeah. Okay.
And then we get paid them for all their time. And I think the reason we pay this fee is all their time invested in the paperwork and creating this official license.
and then they have very strict requirements when you're working that area. You have to have a couple of them on staff, and then,
Approve, sign off on it. Uh-huh.
and
Yeah. Good news, if we ever have to do a replacement down the road, hopefully not for any of our lifetimes would we see this, but that license would be in place permanently.
$12,000 for an easement and approval to do what you guys want to do. Okay.
Correct, we can't release our contractor without having this agreement in place with the railroad.
And I know Aaron and Westler both made a valiant attempt and arguments trying to get this waived, but nobody thinks we're gonna be able to do that, or we haven't been able to do that, so.
So what you're saying is, once this is approved and in place, then any place else that would?
No,
there would
not
be work
any
on-
place else in
Okay.
this
Just in this
location
location.
only.
All right.
We have forever easement essentially through there, so if we
Got it.
ever need to do it again, repair, replace in the future, but only this location.
I was gonna say, because we've worked on other Norfolk
We
places.
probably have, however many of these already that go back many years in place, every time we put a sewer under.
Scott, it's 18 pages deep. We good?
Yes.
Okay. George?
Yeah, I'll move to approve the agreement.
I'll
So
second.
necessary.
I'll second that. Thanks again. Any other comments? We good? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Aaron, appreciate it. Another one.
Yes, this one is with Lockmuller for a combined sewer overflow operational plan. They're the ones that wrote the plan. I believe it was probably in 2012, probably 2013 when we had closed decommissioned the old plant. So every time we make major changes to our system, we have to update this document for the state. And with these recent plan expansion we did and the changes we made, we once again need to update this plan with the state.
Is this us doing it? Is the state coming?
This
to do it?
is,
You're paying a
essentially, we're paying Lockmuller Group to make sure. The gentleman who does this, he previously was the head of the CSO with IDEM, so he's gone on to the consulting side, so he's very familiar, knows what the language they need in there and the items that they need.
And that's at $23,000, correct?
Correct.
George?
Sounds necessary. I'll move to approve.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you.
And then the last one is with Westler. It's a digester gas feasibility study. As I've mentioned several times, our ultimate goal is to, with these anaerobic digesters, we're making a methane gas. So now we're going to look at what can we do with that gas. The two big options will be, one, either burn it through what they call a cogen engine so we can produce the heat to heat the digester and produce some of our electricity to offset our monthly charges there. And the third option is, or the second option, I'm sorry, you clean it to a point where you pump it back into the gas line, and NIPSCO will actually pay typically more for the gas you put in than the gas you take out to use. So that's where you can offset. So that's what this study's going to do is what's our best option, and we'll develop an engineering plan to move forward.
Skimming through the 10, how long will this take to do for you guys?
I honestly didn't look at the time frame on it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, but again, it's a lot of, I was just wondering, is it a 6-month, couple of years?
No, it's like a 6-month. I mean, essentially we have all the information. We'll have to send our gas in for some testing because it's a dirty gas when it comes out of the digester, and see what kind of cleaning equipment we'll need. And then they'll look at the amount we're producing and see what our best option is for reuse of that gas.
Yeah, it says they'll produce it within 150 days of their notice to proceed.
Okay. Thanks, Scott.
So
Any
with
other comments?
with the plant expansion we did, we've reduced our electrical consumption almost, probably over a third. So we've roughly gone from $30,000 a month in electrical fees at the plant to about $20,000 a month, and hopefully we can reduce this even further through this.
George, you good?
I'm good. I'll move to approve.
Second the motion. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Thanks,
Thank you.
Brian. We have a walk-in. Scott?
So that's mine, yeah. As you're aware, the city filed a lawsuit against many entities that were involved in our HVAC installation. And as that proceeds with litigation, we're looking to hire outside counsel. We found some good outside counsel who are more versed in construction litigation than myself. And so we'd like to hire outside counsel to help proceed with the litigation that we have for our HVAC lawsuit.
Looks like the fees are in there, item 2, and it's clearly laid out. Okay.
And you were obviously in on this decision, right?
Yes, I think they're who we need.
I'll move to approve the engagement.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Any special claims, Lynn?
No special claims.
Claims docket.
There's three of them. The regular, the end of the month and the pension.
I got the one question answered, so. Okay.
You all right?
Yeah. I'll move we approve the, unless you have any questions?
No, I don't.
I'll move we approve the claims docket as presented. Dockets, all three of them.
Second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it, Lynn, thank you. Any other business? Well, thank everyone for attending this morning. George and I were able to get through it in 40 minutes, not bad for two sophomores. That's right. Good, the mayor. All right, have a great weekend, thank you. That was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
Palmer sent us a text, two sophomores won't screw it up.
How are you, Mike?
Thanks. Gross. How you been, sir? It's the article in the paper.
So there's a lot of these that have Joe's thing, but we can white it out and put your name.
I think Joe's gone, I think as presiding officer, I think he's able to do that unless he says chief executive of the city. As presiding officer.
There's one that just says chairman and one says
I'm
member.
pretty sure I can do as long as it
Okay.
doesn't say specific.
And we can white out Joe's name and then just pictures underneath. So these are just,
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I just need your signature. This is the agreement between Coach
that's
Line
the
did.
camera
For
thing.
the city and county.
The,
You're gonna sign here and you get it from the mayor.
Is that all?
Okay. Yeah, that's totally good.